Today we're gonna challenge ourselves and see if we can't do a demo slash build on an 8-foot pondless in under 10 hours.
Well, I guess that means someone's gotta make a timer. You ready? Here we go.
So what we got ourselves into here today, huh?
Whole lot of fun. No. This should be fun. We're gonna end up reusing these because these are sentimental to her, so we have to make sure we don't scratch them up or nothing. That's why we got the straps, so we're gonna pull these out. Bully's already digging up the lights. I know there's a lot of roots around here, so we may have to do some chopping, but tear this all out, put it all back in, and good to go, right?
You make it sound so easy. But yeah, like you said, so I guess we're gonna save these 3, maybe this one too, I think.
Where there was that piece, yeah, that flat piece, and these 4 rocks she really likes. So we gotta make sure we don't scratch those up or nothing. We'll put those to the side and then just put them back in when we got our new liner in. But we'll get all this stuff out of here, so try and save some of this gravel so we don't have to.
What are the biofalls? Because I don't know why there's some biofalls on a pondless.
Biofalls in a pondless fault. Makes sense, right?
Yeah. So we'll tear all that out. We have a vault. I think we have, what, 5 small aqua blocks. We have an aqua surge 3000. We got a little 12-inch spillway, so
yep.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be nice, low, kind of just meandering stream through here because she doesn't really want those big waterfalls or nothing, so it's gonna be nice and low, calm, slow. Sounds good?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Today's gonna be super exciting because we get to build another 8-foot pondless patio falls package. I love doing these because you can get so creative in such a small amount of space, and we really are really good at banging these out within a day. So I think today's gonna go really well, even though we have to demo. We're gonna just tear this out and put these main focus rocks that she really liked because they're sentimental to her. So these 4 rocks right here, when they were originally built, she just loves them. There's something about them. So we're gonna make sure we take care of those, strap those out, and put them to the side, and we can put them back in where they were because she really likes the way the water comes over this one. It kind of just slides off the face of it. It's a nice look, and then she doesn't want us to intrude any further into this patio because they like to sit out here. So we want to make sure we're conscious of that, but we've got a bunch of work to do and we got one day. There's 3 of us here, so we got to get moving.
Oh, come on. All right, so at the beginning, there were 4 rocks that our oh man. So at the beginning, there were 4 rocks that our homeowner said that had some sentimental value and she wanted to see reincorporated back to this feature. This is one of 4. This is that original spillway going down here into the basin. What we did is we just put it right back in the same spot roughly. We're gonna take the 2 frame rocks, which is another 2 of the rocks, and then she had 1 larger rock we're gonna put somewhere over here to help hide our vault, and that's gonna help complete that sentimental value that she has to this, give her that feel that this has still been here for a long, long time. and then we're gonna get creative and come up with something new for the rest of the way.
So this yellow thing that I'm holding kind of looks like a stick with something on top of it. This is our zip level. So instead of normally we would use our laser transit, that's how we get our measurements for the depth of our blocks, where our next stream section is gonna go, the pooling areas, everything that involves any sort of measuring. We always use our transit, or now we use this zip level. The reason we decided to use the zip level instead moving forward is because it gives us exact measurements and it's always on point and it's never gonna change. The problem with using a laser transit is usually you're about a half an inch to a quarter inch off because the laser isn't exact, and it's a little hard because those sticks have big gaps between them. This, you just stick it in the ground, it gives you your measurement. You can go anywhere on the job site with it as long as you have enough cord, and it'll give you that exact measurement without fail. So if you've never used one of these before, the way it works is it comes all coiled up inside this pack here. It's very convenient. You can put it in the back of your seat, in the back of a dump truck, wherever. It fits really well instead of bringing a whole tripod and the laser box. It's a big pain in the butt. This screws right off the top here. It's a little stick, just extends off of here. It has extensions, so that way if you want a certain height, maybe a little shorter, taller, whatever it might be. And then you can store it inside here. That way everything's convenient. It's all together in one place and you don't need 12 different. This way it fits behind the back of a seat, in a trailer, anywhere that's easy to access, and it's super convenient. And we just used it before to get our depth for our blocks inside of our basin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a measurement off our blocks to figure out where we're gonna go for this next section of stream, because we wanna make sure there's a little bit of pooling action, but that's gonna also include the inch of gravel we have and another inch for that water to leave room behind this, and then that way it'll tell us where we need to bring our soil. The batteries on these last forever. I know when we take out our transit, we're always changing batteries every other time we're using it because it's just sitting there on the job site constantly on because you can't move it. That's the problem. So when you're using a laser, you gotta leave it in one spot and that's it. Nobody can touch it. And then if somebody even looks at it wrong, you have to go over and reset it. But this thing, as long as you leave this box wherever you started, you never have to touch it again. But we're gonna go ahead and start working again. I'm gonna get our measurements. If you guys are looking for another alternative to a laser, this is it. Go get yourself one. I really recommend it.
We've made a ton of progress over the past couple hours. We're about hour 6 or hour 7 into this challenge. We demoed our old pondless. We got our new reservoir, our pump vault, everything installed. We actually tidied up this bottom section here. The rest of our waterfalls going all the way up to our spillway are finished. Boley got the spillway in, he hooked it up. We just got to hook up our plumbing down here, get our check valve and our pump in, and then we're just going through slowly doing all of our edges, making sure we have plenty of liner. God forbid there's any settling over time. It'll be an easy fix later down the line. And then we're trimming up any extra fabric. We're leaving ourselves about 6 to 8 inches of liner just to have that nice cushion. God forbid it does settle. And then we're just going through making sure that this thing's 100% sealing behind our rocks, making sure that water is gonna go over the front of the rocks. We even bibbed this section down here at the bottom, so it's gonna look like a pool, and then it's gonna come real close to the patio and just go down into the gravel, giving that super cool effect. But we have about 3 hours left in our challenge, and we still have a fair bit of work to do. So let me quit talking about it. Let's see if we can do it. The team crushed it. We did it in under 10 hours, and that even was incorporating us getting home. We still have an hour ride home, so we're gonna be all good with our challenge. We beat it. We stayed under 10 hours. I think we left ourselves with maybe a half hour to an hour extra. So pat on the back to ourselves. I think this turned out awesome. I love how we used these original pieces down here at the bottom, and then we kind of got a little creative going up towards the top. I'm super happy with it. I know the guys are. I think our homeowner's pretty happy, so thumbs up for that.